Hello, everyone. Well, I did it. I managed to run afoul of Twitter's rules and got suspended. Honestly, if you've not been suspended by Twitter at some point, at least up before Elon took over, you're not even using Twitter correctly. But I figured what must have happened is they probably read something that I've written about Putin and my wishes for his new year. We'll just leave it at that. But no, that's not it. What crazy thing did I post that was so harmful to the community that I had to be suspended from Twitter? This. Yeah, that was deemed to be a line too far. I know you're probably thinking, how is that a violation of anything? I know I was like, what specific violation is there? Well, Twitter didn't tell me. Actually, they didn't even tell me what tweet I was getting suspended for at first either. It just said something like your account has been limited because something you wrote violated our guidelines. So, do you wish to appeal? I was like, well, what am I appealing? Well, you haven't told me, so yes, I'm going to appeal. Tell me what I did and what happened. Then it shows me this is the tweet that it's complaining about, and I'm like, really, really. So what is the reason for the suspension? Well, it took them a couple of hours to finally get around to actually sending that information to me. Well, no, they didn't even send it to me. I reloaded Twitter enough times and finally it popped up on Twitter saying your account's blocked and this is why. This here is why. Yes, Twitter thinks that the original post is me advocating for, we'll just call it self deletion here on Twitter or here on YouTube because we're not allowed to say certain words here. They think that tweet is me advocating for self deletion. And you know what the real irony is? I could have actually put up a post on Twitter advocating for MAID in Canada. MAID stands for medical assistance in deletion. And how do I know that I could have said that? Well, because in that thread where I was responding to people, there were dozens of people informing Jordan Peterson that he should take the MAID option. None of them seem to have been banned, as far as I can tell. But when I describe an argument made by one of these lunatic fringes to be the equivalent of someone,
I push my fingers into my eyes.
that somehow is advocating for self deletion. Now, let me be clear this isn't because of Elon. I know I've had to program and refactor enough relatively simple things in my life to know Elon doesn't yet understand how all of Twitter is working. He doesn't know all the code yet. In fact, I would quote this if I wasn't suspended from Twitter. I remember him tweeting a while back something along the lines of, it just works. Twitter keeps on going, even when you unplug a server that is supposedly mission critical. Yeah, so Elon doesn't yet know what hacks have been put in by the previous administration, and he hasn't had time to slash all of them out or delete them and get rid of them. But clearly, the moderation effects that were put in place by the previous teams are still in effect going on. So I'll wait for my appeal to be rejected by a non human who can't read or understand English. And during that time, I'll continue to not use Twitter and see if they'll still charge me the $8 that I paid Elon for free speech. And, we'll see if Elon fixes this eventually. But in the meantime, I do hope you all have a wonderful day. Unless your name is Vladimir Putin, in which case you can.